We are under the lights this evening as we get you set for another edition of Baseball on the Show. Tonight, an intriguing matchup between the Cincinnati Reds and the Pittsburgh Pirates. The Pirates have now won 5 consecutive games. They'll aim to continue their winning streak next. Jeff Locke is the man on the mound for the Pirates in this contest. Dan Plesac, what's the word on him?
Hey, you always like to begin the season on a good note. In his first start of the year, he did just that, picking up the win. There's nothing he'd like to do more than to get number 2 in this one here.
Now to the plate, Harman Rodriguez, and we are set for baseball here this evening.
The left fielder, Harman Rodriguez.
First pitch coming. Here it is. A ball and no strikes. Dero, Dan, we look at this Pirates ball club as they enter play here tonight. They come in riding a 5-game winning streak, and they've really got things clicking.
Yeah, Matty, this team's coming together right now. They're playing dangerous baseball. You can tell the look in their eye. They feel good about where they're at. They've won a few games in a row, and they look to continue that trend today.
Fouled off. And to be on the beach in Hawaii tonight. 43 degrees at first pitch. From the windup, the 1-1 pitch. And this is swung on and missed on a great pitch that time, and the leadoff man is down on strikes to get this one started. Didn't look to me like that was much of a protect swing with 2 strikes.
No, he was trying to go yard, 2 strikes or not. Kind of looks bad if you strike out like he did, though. I'm sure his manager would have liked for him to focus on getting on base.
At the plate now, Greg Garcia. He'll try to bunt his way on as he gets this one down. But the throw will beat him at first, so the bunt for hit attempt is snuffed out. A moment here to take a look at the Cincinnati Reds starting lineup in this one. Danny, who stands out to you?
Well, Matt, the guy to watch has to be Jose Abreu. He had over 90 RBIs last year. What a great season, but I think he could do even better. His goal this year, I think it's got to be 100 runs batted in. He's that kind of a hitter.
So here's Jose Abreu. As he'll take a look at ball 1. And he's definitely off to a fast start in the early part of the season. The 1-0. It is taken, strike 1. So let's take a peek at the umpiring crew in this one. Behind the plate is Ricky Holiday.
Yeah, Dan, we got Ricky Holiday behind the dish tonight. I can't figure his zone out. He doesn't favor the hitter or the pitcher and can be a little too inconsistent at times.
Dero, you hit the nail right on the head. I think one of the things we're looking for a consistent zone. If it's a tight zone, it's a high zone. Have the same zone. His zone fluctuates a little bit too much for my liking during the course of a game.
The 1-2 is a swing and a miss. That's strike 3. 1, 2, 3 go the Reds. Now the Pirates will get their first opportunity. No score. Jared Costa, a right-hander from the state of Texas, is the man on the mound here. What do you have for us on him, Danny?
Hey, it wasn't a great performance in his last start, but he did pitch well enough to earn the win. We'll see if he can turn in a little bit better performance in this one.
Stepping up to the plate, Jose Reyes. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first.
The shortstop, Jose Reyes.
Now here it comes. And here's a called strike to the 36-year-old veteran. It's 0-1. Runs up and gets this one down. And he will smartly swipe that ball away in foul territory, so we likely won't see the bunt again now with 2 strikes. And he looks at a ball, 1-2.
So the intent of that 0-2 cutter right there isn't necessarily to get a swinging strike. If you get it, well, hey, that's great. But if you get it inside enough and he does make contact, he probably can't do anything with it anyway.
Got him.
That swing tells me he was really trying to get a pitch out front and rip it down the line, but that wasn't a great pitch to do it on. It's really not the best two-strike approach either.
Stepping in now, Mike Moustakas. As the first pitch to him runs a bit inside for ball 1. He's ready for his first at-bat of this early season contest. And he misses low with it, 2-0.
Going to be a long day if he executes like this, punching tickets right out of the gate.
One out, nobody on. From the windup, the 2-0 pitch. Just a tick behind for a strike. Now a big fastball, and he's well behind it with the swing.
This hitter right now looks overmatched with a fastball. I think you go right back to it.
Good bite to that sinker as he gets him to swing through it for out number 2.
The main job of the number 1 and 2 hitters is to set the middle of the order up with an opportunity to do some damage. So when you strike both of them out, you're putting yourself in a pretty good position to make it through the teeth of the lineup without a whole lot of stress.
Giancarlo Stanton now. As he'll take a look at the pitch too low, it's ball 1. Looking to get on base and keep this first inning alive. The 1-0. Two out, nobody on. And here's a pitch swung on and missed, 1-2 now.
Hey, this guy's dialed in right now. 2 strikeouts and still working ahead. This is going to be a tough test for the offense.
The 1-2 is swung on and missed, strike 3. And inning in the books tonight, still scoreless here on the show. Second inning set to go, and next it'll be the outfielder, Jorge Soler.
Jorge Soler.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. Here's a cold strike about thigh high, 0-1. A swinging strike, and now it's 0-2.
Late swing on that curveball right there to run the count 0-2. Don't think he recognized that one too well.
Fastball swung on and missed for the first out.
Yeah, as they say, there's a hole in his swing in that location, so a good job there of exploiting that. That can be real hard for some guys to overcome when teams start figuring out what locations you just can't handle.
Here's Todd Frazier now. As the first pitch misses to him, it's ball one. He's ready for his first at-bat of this early season contest. Now the 1-0. Ties him up inside with a good fastball. Still looking for our first hit in the ball game. 1-2 as the changeup had him out in front there.
Ooh, that's a good pitch to take a hack at right there. Changeup up in the zone. He'd like to have that one back.
And rarely do you see a player of his caliber fooled that badly, but he was tied up in knots that time. 2 away now.
Miss Hannigan.
At the plate, Mitch Hannigan, as he'll send a ground ball down to third. Oh, just a brutal hop, and it goes right by him.
Batting seven, the catcher, Devin Mesoraco.
To the plate now, Devin Mesoraco, as he'll watch one miss down and in for a ball. 1-0. He takes his first cuts in this one with a man at first and 2 away. Now a throw over, and he'll get back in standing. Hannigan leads off first with a pair of outs in the inning. Pulls this one in the air out to left. Left fielder is on the move. He gets there to make the catch, and that ends the inning. One left for Cincinnati. We'll go to the bottom of the second. No score. Bottom of the inning now, and next to bat will be the first baseman, Chris Davis.
The first baseman, Chris Davis.
Infield in the overshift here. Now the pitch. And that's by him. It's 0-1. Davis is considered an absolute stud with the bat, particularly against right-handed pitching. Against southpaws, however, he has historically had a lot more difficulty. Just got the corner that time with a fastball. Strike 2.
You could bet he wants that one back at the plate right now. That's a pitch you normally see a guy drive if he has the right approach going.
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Weak grounder down the line at third, but that finds its way through for a base hit. The throw into second, but he'll be in there with a double.
Man, that swing looked like self-defense than a real quality swing, but hey, he muscled it out there, and it was enough to get him safely to second. Those are the kind of hits that will drive you nuts as a pitcher.
Now at the plate, Carlos Santana. Here comes the first pitch. Cut fastball inside, ball 1. The 1-0.
No, inside.
Boy, this is one of those tricky spots for a pitcher, right? You have an open base, but you have a guy on deck that could do a lot of damage. Not a good spot to be in if you're a pitcher right now.
The 2-0.
Nope, outside.
No one out with a runner at second. Taking all the way, and it's 3-1 now. Hitters count all the way. Here it comes. And a good pitch there as they come after him, and the count goes full.
When you get yourself to a 3-1 count and you get a fastball, those are the ones you really want to punish. Couldn't get the bat on it, so we'll see if that comes back to haunt him.
Hello, America. I'm Matt Vatt. Excursion. Still hanging with him. Another good swing to keep it going. Good battle here. This will be the 7th pitch coming up. And that's into the corner, a foul ball and right. And this one misses to Santana, and he'll take that free pass down to first.
Man, when you don't get a call on a pitch that good, you have to wonder if maybe it's personal. You can't blame him for being angry, but he's got to find a way to move on and focus on the next batter.
Stepping in, Andrew McCutchen. He's set. Here it comes. A swing and a ground ball to third. First and second here with nobody out. A swinging strike, and now it's 0-2.
Hey, you know the pitcher right now, he's looking for that best friend, that double play ball. This is where you have to really be disciplined at the plate and make sure that you get a pitch that's above the knees so you can get in the air.
Now a changeup locks him up as he looks at strike 3 called. One away.
Flat out locked him up with a changeup right there. Usually you're trying for a swing and miss when you throw that pitch in a 2-strike count, but clearly he wasn't looking for it, so it's a backwards K for him.
Into the box, number 23. And that misses, ball 1. And he's definitely off to a fast start in the early part of the season. Now the 1-0 is swung on and missed, and that's strike 1. Bottom of the second here with no score. And he jumps at a changeup, a swing and a miss. And this is swung on and missed, his 5th strikeout already, and there are 2 gone in the inning.
Big strikeout for the second out there, but he's not out of it yet. We'll see if he can feed off that K, wiggle out of the jam, and keep this game tied.
Into the box now, Logan Morrison. As with 2 away, he'll swing and miss at the first pitch. It's 0-1. 2s all over the place. 2 on, 2 out, and of course, here in inning number 2. Ready with the 0-1. Behind 0-2 now. And another foul ball. The 0-2 swung on and missed, and that's the final out of the inning. Pirates strand a couple. Will move to the 3rd with no score. Top of the 3rd set to get underway, and coming forward now is the shortstop, Alex Blanding.
Alex Blanding.
First delivery to him on the way.
You know, you think it's an 8-hole hitter right there. You shouldn't be taking that fastball, and you're right. But when you got the pitcher hitting behind you, you sometimes sit off speed because that's the pitch you're usually going to get. The pitcher does not want to get beat by you, and he's not afraid to walk you and hand it over to an AB against the pitcher.
1-2 now as that one's fouled off. Fouled away.
Not surprised he's laid on a heater right there. Just saw an off-speed pitch. Wanted to stay back a little bit too long.
Hit on the ground out to short. Reined in. Throw to first in time, and the leadoff man is gone to start the third. And with one away, let's give you a look at the standings in the NL Central entering play as you see where these two teams sit in relation to one another. So coming to the plate, Jared Costa. He'll get to take his first cuts here. Pitch on the way. And he begins the at-bat with a knuckle curve looked at for strike one. Hit to third. On to Davis at first, and there are two away. Now in the box, Harman Rodriguez. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up. He's ready. Here's the first offering. And this is pulled foul as he was way out in front there. Ready with the 0-1 pitch. Not close with the off-speed pitch taken for a ball. Slow roller down the third baseline, but a foul ball. 1-2 the count now. Now here it comes. Swing and a miss. Blew the fastball right by him, and the inning is over. Reds are down in order. Home half of the third coming up. No score. Bottom of the third now, and that'll bring up the pitcher, Jeff Locke.
The pitcher, Jeff Locke.
First offering on its way. Lifted down the line in left. Left fielder giving chase. He gets there to make the play for the first out of the inning.
Now batting.
Up next for the Buccos, Jose Reyes. He'll swing it from the left side right here.
More of a comfortable side from the left side. Puts the ball in play. More of a contact hitter from the left side. Might have grown up being a natural left-handed hitter.
Runs up to bunt here, but he missed it for strike one. Now here's the pitch. Reyes, a switch hitter that stands in at an even 6 feet tall. He's a 5-year vet at the major league level.
Yeah, you said it, Matty. Nothing else has to be said. In order to stay in this game 16 years, you have to be a great talent, a great teammate, and have the ability to adjust and evolve as a player. So hats off to him.
Into the windup. Here's the 2-1 pitch.
Good job to work the count and put himself back in the driver's seat. Started off with 1 strike, and now he's got the count in his favor, 3-1.
The 3-1 pitch. And this misses for ball 4. The second walk he surrendered here in the first 3 innings.
Now back, second baseman, Mike.
So one got in the inning here with a runner at first. And up next, the former World Series hero, Mike Moustakas. Comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. Pitch inside. The throw. Ball's there, and he is out. Good throw.
Well, he showed a lot of patience to work out that walk, but it got erased pretty quickly. Always hate to give outs away on the base pass, especially when you've gotten on base for free.
Open stance by Moustakas, and now the pitch. Hit down the line at first, but a foul ball, 1-1. Now the pitch. Swing and a miss on the cut fastball, 1-2.
This could be a huge win for the guy on the mound if he's able to get out of this inning 1, 2, 3 and start fresh next inning with the middle of the order.
Bottom of inning number 3, 0-0 our score. And he struck him out, his 7th of the ball game, and that ends the inning. Bucks go down quietly. We'll head to the 4th, still scoreless. Digging in, Greg Garcia as we begin the top of the 4th.
This game is rolling right along as we move into the middle innings with no score. You'd think by now one of these two teams would be able to get some base runners on and get them in, but that hasn't been the case.
Strike 1 to start the at-bat. Turned on that one and crushed it, just pulled it a little foul. Might have been looking to find that outside corner, but he couldn't quite get it there. It's 1-2. And the knuckle curve freezes him as he becomes out number 1.
Boy, he's having a hard time just putting the ball in play right now. He took the hat trick with 3 strikeouts yesterday, and here's another one today. Looks to me like he just needs to simplify his approach and focus on making some contact.
So here's the slugging first baseman Jose Abreu now, as he looks at a fastball that misses off the plate for ball 1. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. The 1-0.
2 balls, no strikes.
It's a lot easier to hit when you're putting yourself in good hitters counts. This guy's done a great job not swinging at pitchers' pitches, and when he's getting the ball in the zone, he's getting the barrel to it. He's been hot lately.
Too high, and it's 3-0.
I'd be shocked if this wasn't a 4-pitch walk right here. He doesn't want to mess around and leave something over the heart of the plate and get beat in this situation.
And he finally gets the knuckle curve over for strike 1. Chopped toward the second baseman. Fielded by Moustakas. Throw gets him, 2 down. So here's the cleanup hitter, Jorge Soler.
Jorge Soler.
Here's the first pitch to him. Pitch taken several inches below the zone, in fact. Red center fielder in front with a 2-0 count. Just 1 hit apiece for both of these clubs. 2 balls and a strike.
2-1.
Drilled down the line, but this will wind up a foul ball. 2-2. Had to sit back on the changeup, and he did a good job to get the bat on that one. Here now the 2-2. Started to go. Did he hold up in time? Yes, says the first base umpire. It's ball 3 now. Now the 3-2 pitch is swung on and missed. Strike 3. 1, 2, 3 go the Reds. On to the bottom of the 4th now, still with no score. Back with Mark DeRosa and Dan Plesac, Matt Vasgersian, and leading off the inning, the big right-handed slugger, Giancarlo Stanton.
Giancarlo Stanton.
Here comes the first pitch.
Hey, this isn't exactly the way you'd like to draw it up. Not throwing a lot of first pitch strikes, but the bottom line is he's getting outs.
Way inside with that one. A pretty easy take there. Now a foul tip that's held onto at the plate, and the count moves to 1-2 now. And he struck him out. Good pitch there as he registers his 8th punch out of the ball game. Good job of making him chase a pitch for the strikeout there.
Yeah, Matt, that's the advantage of getting ahead in the count. You can really force hitters to expand their zone and protect. And when they're in that mode, getting them to go after a pitch they can't do much with becomes a lot easier.
Chris Davis at the plate now, as the sinker to him finds the zone for strike one. It was a double for him in his first turn at the plate. 0-1 count. Here's the pitch. And could we see another strikeout here? It's 0-2 now.
Hey, he's got great feel for that pitch right there. He can throw it anytime he wants for a strike.
Struck him out, and he becomes the 9th strikeout victim thus far. Here's Carlos Santana now. First 2 men in the inning have both gone down via the punch out, so we'll see if he can fare any better. Now here's the pitch. And he clearly couldn't make up his mind on that one coming in. A swing and a miss.
Hey, he's looking to punch out the side right here. And if this guy's going to do him favors and swing outside the zone, that's exactly what's going to happen.
Just a bit too much run on the sinker that time as it misses off the outside for ball one. And this one's up around the eyes. 2-1.
Hasn't seen a heater yet in this at bat. One might be coming right here.
The 2-1. Pitching has the upper hand early as we're scoreless in inning number 4. Breaking ball well inside and taken for ball 3. Andrew McCutchen would be next if they can keep this inning alive. The 3-2 pitch. Lifted down the line in left. And this will wind up a foul ball. Another payoff pitch. Line to the right side. But this won't get over the second baseman's glove as he's got it to end the inning. 1-2-3 go the Pirates. Through 4. Still tied. 0-0. And welcome back to Pittsburgh as we check in on the field with Heidi.
Matt, I had a chance to talk about the state of the Reds offense with their manager between innings, and he told me overall he's not happy with the at-bats they're putting together. They've only managed 1 base runner in this game, so it's easy to see why he said they haven't shown much fight today. He's hoping to see someone step up and find a way to get something going, though. This game isn't out of hand, so it remains to be seen if they can snap out of this funk and climb back into this one.
Okay, thank you, Heidi.
The third baseman, Todd Frazier.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Todd Frazier is in to start things off as he looks at a ball to start the inning. 1-0. Ground ball foul down the left side. Two balls and a strike.
After watching that one go by and a ball being called, you can rest assured he knows he's not getting away with another one of those. I guarantee you he's going to be aggressive on this next pitch.
The 2-1 home is laid off of for ball number 3.
Team's been struggling on offense. Let your D work for you right here. Pound the zone.
Now a ball lined to the left side, but foul. Hot shot to third and handled for the first out.
Up next for Cincinnati, the right fielder, Mitch.
Stepping in and ready for another shot, Mitch Hannigan. He reached on a single in his first try.
Yeah, guys, still the only hit in this game so far. They've been pretty well shut down. Guys on the mound have really much controlled the whole outcome up until this point.
High in the air out to center field. There to take it in is McCutchen now for route number 2. Ready now for Cincinnati, Devin Mesoraco. And Dan, it seems like this starter is just dominating the game right now. Feels like we're seeing a lot of 3-up, 3-down innings.
No doubt about that, Matt. Hey, I've enjoyed watching him go about his business, but I'm also interested to see if this offense can figure out a way to get a couple of cracks in his armor before it gets too late.
Yeah, that remains to be seen. First pitch of the at-bat.
Yeah. 0-1's the count.
No runs, just one hit, and no errors in the game for Cincinnati thus far. This one's down to third. Throw on to Davis takes care of him, and that'll end the inning. Reds are down in order. Halfway home, still no score. Welcome back for the bottom of the 5th. Here's Heidi Watney.
Well, Matt, I talked with Pittsburgh's manager during the inning break about the Pirates' offensive production to this point, and he told me he's pretty unhappy with their discipline at the plate in this one. He said their pitch selection has been the main reason for their struggles today, as far too often they've been swinging at pitches outside the strike zone. That's leading to a lot of soft contact and easy outs, so the focus going forward is on shrinking the zone and forcing the opposing pitching to throw more strikes.
Okay, thank you, Heidi.
The Pirates, the center fielder, Andrew McCutchen.
First delivery to him on the way. Andrew McCutchen is in for his second plate appearance as he looks at a ball. It's 1-0. 1-1 the count. Now here's the pitch. It's a high fly ball headed for the left field corner. If it stays fair, it's gone. Nearly a big fly to start the inning instead of foul ball. And he struck him out. The 10th victim set down on strikes thus far.
That's 10 strikeouts for him now, and I'll tell you, he could rack up quite a few more before he's done. Still a lot of game left in this one.
Standing in now, number 23. As he gets a good curveball here to start the at-bat, it's strike one. He's 0 for 1 thus far. Well hit the other way, and it's into the gap. Around first, he's digging for second. And he'll reach second now with one away.
I'll tell you, that's one of the first good swings we've seen anybody put on this guy so far. He's been throwing the ball really well, but that was one of the few mistakes we've seen him make.
So a runner on second with one down now, and that'll bring up the big left-handed bat of Logan Morrison. Here comes the first pitch. Swing and a miss, 0-1. One out and a runner on second base. And 1-1 as this one's in on the hands. Has a look, now the pitch. And he struck him out. And there's strikeout number 11 in the ball game. Into the box, Jeff Locke comes into this at bat 0 for 1 in the ball game. Here's the first pitch to him. No runs, 2 hits, and no errors so far for the Pirates. Oh, and it looks like a visit to the video room may be in order after that hack. It's 0-2 now.
Real ugly 0-1 swing there. As a pitcher, you've got to be hunting for the strikeout, knowing you have this guy way off balance.
And he's got another one here. 12 punch-outs now in the ball game, and that'll end the inning. Pirates leave 1. 6th inning coming up. Still zip, zip. So stepping in, Alex Blanding. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. First pitch coming, here it is. And he throws the fastball by him here. 0-1. Blanding, a 27-year-old. He's in his rookie year here at the big league level. And it's quickly 0-2. And he'll try and tempt him with one in the dirt, but he'll hold back here. It's 1-2. A swing and a shot hit down the corner, and that nearly would have gotten him on the board. Instead, it's a long foul ball, and he struck him out. Strikeout number 8 now in the ball game for him.
Anytime you get rookies just breaking into the big leagues, you have to expect a certain amount of this. There aren't any easy at-bats at this level, and you really have to learn how to slow the game down in your head because everything feels like it's so much faster up here.
In now, Jared Costa, as the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike 1. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far. Behind 0-2 now. Nothing in 2 count, and the pitch. And he punches out another one, make it 9 for the ball game.
He's got good swing and miss stuff in this game. That's back-to-back Ks, and that was his 9th of the game. If you're striking out 1 or more an inning, you're throwing the ball pretty well.
At the plate, Harman Rodriguez, as he looks at a fastball that's in there for strike 1. He's hitless in his 2 at-bats so far. Popped him up. Santana has a play, makes the catch, and that'll retire the side. 1-2-3 go the Reds. We are still scoreless. Coming to the plate now, Jose Reyes. He'll look to get something going here in this scoreless ball game. Third baseman in tight, protecting the bunt, the first pitch. Drops one down here, and he'll try to beat it out. Oh, and it eats him up a bit. And they'll have no play as he reaches first base safely.
You know, D-Row, I'm not sure if you're one of those superstitious guys, but a 13-game hitting streak seems like a pretty good number for this guy.
Yeah, that's the old baker's dozen right there. We're almost looking at 2 weeks of just sleeping like a baby. I can't be, you're going to hear me reiterate this throughout this streak. I can't tell you, when you're swinging the bat like this, your food tastes better, your wife gets prettier, everything is just working.
To the plate now, Mike Moustakas. As he'll take a look at a high strike that time, it's 0-1. No hits to this point. Before the 0-1, he'll check on first, just keeping him close. Nobody out, runner on first. And he falls behind 0-2. Pitch is mishandled behind the plate, and it bounces away. And a very big mistake, as that'll move the possible go-ahead run into scoring position. And he fouls this one off. The 1-2. High in the air down the right field line. But this will wind up being a foul ball.
He was looking for a swing and a miss breaker right there, but left that one in the zone that got fouled off.
Count even at 2-2. Now a look and a throw back to second. And the runner back safely. Looking for the K. Here's the pitch. Tough curveball that time, but he's able to make a little contact to keep this at-bat going. Open stance by Moustakas, and now the pitch. Got him. And that's the third time we've written a K next to his name in this one.
Well, it's been a rough series for him at the plate so far. That's 4 strikeouts in the first 2 games, so this pitching staff clearly has him figured out.
And digging into the batter's box next will be Giancarlo Stanton. Ball 1 to start the at-bat. A throw behind the runner at second, and he'll get back in safely. The 1-0 home is looked at for ball number 2.
Couple of strikeouts early in the game, but he's done a much better job in this at-bat trying to get ahead and put himself in a good hitter's count.
2-0 pitch on the way. Swung on, missed. 2-1.
This is going to be an interesting at-bat. I think he has to be pitching for a strikeout here, so we'll see what kind of sequence he uses.
A little early, and now it's even at 2-2. From the belt, kicks and deals. On deck, the powerful Chris Davis. Runner at second here with 1 man out. Giancarlo swings, and this ball is hit well into left field. And that ball will stay fair, and it's gone. A home run. A long two-run homer off the bat of Giancarlo Stanton. Fourth home run here in the early going, and that'll give the Pirates a 2-0 lead.
No surprise with that swing of the bat. This guy is simply one of the best in the game right now. There's not too many guys that take a beautiful hack like that in the league.
Up next for Pittsburgh, the first baseman, Chris Davis.
Here's Chris Davis now. As he takes a cold strike at the knees, it's 0-1. He's 1 for 2 in this one. One and one, the count to Chris Davis. One and two now as this catches the outer half.
Hey, I don't mind that take right there. That was a nasty breaking ball. Started outside the zone, popped back inside the zone. Good spin rate on it. Move on to the next pitch.
Hit sharply on the ground. Fielded cleanly. Throw in time at first for out number 2. Into the box now, Carlos Santana. Hit the ball pretty well in his last at-bat, but it resulted in a line out.
Yeah, Matty, it's always a little frustrating when you square one up. You hit a solid line drive like he did, and all you have to show for it is a jog back to the dugout. That can get in your head for a little while.
Here's a first pitch chopped foul right at home plate, and that's the first strike. Into the windup, here comes the 0-1.
Ball, that's down.
A ball and 2 strikes now. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Breaking ball there is down. Good job of laying off. It's back to 2-2.
Good job to lay off that 1-2 breaking ball. Put himself right back in this at bat.
And it's fouled away. The 2-2 one more time. Fouled off.
4 foul balls in this AB. Pitcher cannot find anywhere to go to put this guy away.
The 2-2 one more time. Is a swing and a miss. That's strike 3. But the Pirates do get a couple here on this 2-run home run. The 2-3-4 hitters now to start the 7th. It's now 2-0 Pittsburgh. Digging in now, Greg Garcia. And guys, 7th inning already. Hey, I'm not complaining, but this one's been flying by.
Yeah, I'll agree with that, Matt. That's what you get when both starting pitchers have it working. Neither of them have been nibbling.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes.
Man, this guy has retired a whole slew right now. I think what he needs to do is just stay focused and keep attacking the game plan like he has up to this point, because everything he's done has worked.
And a fastball here that's taken for ball 2. Three and 0 now.
Yeah, well, down 2. You better believe they gladly take a leadoff walk right here. Anything to get a base runner on and get that tying run to the plate.
The 3-0. And a good take there as they'll have a leadoff man aboard to start the 7th. It's ball 4.
Man, that's a tough one to swallow. You're hanging on to a slim lead, and the last thing you want to do is give up a leadoff walk. Seems like those are the ones that always come back to haunt you, so we'll see if that's the case here.
Coming to the plate now, Jose Abreu. He's 0 for 2 thus far in this one. Before the first pitch, a check at first. Runner back standing. From the stretch, runners on the move for second. Pitch is a cold strike. The throw. He's in there easily as the throw bounces on the way down.
That's pretty savvy base running, right? A lot of pitchers don't throw over twice in a row, so I think he was going on first movement, and it worked out nicely.
Waved at and missed, and he's behind 0-2.
Hey, with first base open, pitcher's definitely going to nibble and try and see if the hitter expands the zone.
The 0-2 delivery. And this is swung on and missed, and boy, they took care of a key man there. One away.
Anytime a pitcher locates a fastball on the inside corner, it's going to be a tough pitch to hit. That one was spot on, and he had no answer for it.
Into the box, Jorge Soler. As with one away, he can't make contact on the first pitch. It's strike 1. He's 0 for 2 in the ballgame so far. Now the 0-1. And he lays off for ball 1.
Hey, every ball club has that spark plug guy, and this is the guy right here. He usually ignites a lot of productive innings.
On its way is pitch number 75. Changeup gets him out in front for strike 2. Count still at 1-2. 1 out and a runner on second base. Just a bit low. Tough call, but it's 2-2.
2-2.
He struck him out. The third time he's fanned in the game.
This pitching staff has done a really good job against this guy in this series. This is a really good hitter, and it's not easy to make a guy strike out 5 times in a series up to this point, but that's what they've done to this guy so far.
Stepping in now, Todd Frazier. As the first pitch to him's a changeup that can't find the zone. It's ball 1. 0 for 2 from him so far in this one. The 1-0 is in off the plate.
Now you can see he's working around this guy right here. Why not? First base is open. Walk wouldn't be the worst thing in this spot.
Outside, 3-0 now.
When you're playing close games like this, base runners mean everything, so he can ill afford to start giving away free passes.
And that misses, ball 4, so it's first and second now with 2 out.
Now batting, the right fielder, Mitch Hannigan.
Striding in once again, Mitch Hannigan. 2 outs and 2 runners aboard here in the 7th inning. Trying to hang a 0. Here's the pitch. Good fastball as he gets the swing and a miss.
Hey, this guy's been throwing a gem so far. We're moving on later into this game, and he's right at about league average for first pitch strikes.
Clearly off with his timing on that one, a swinging strike.
With runners on base, 2 outs and 2 strikes, this is a big next pitch for both sides.
Protecting on 0-2, so we'll do it again.
The Reds have been searching for that big hit all game long. Let's hope they can get it. They're starting to run out of time. It's about time for something to happen.
Can't get him to chase. It's 1-2.
That's a great take right there. You knew the pitcher was going to try and expand the zone. 0-2 in a big spot, and he was able to spit on that one. Hopefully get something in the heart of the plate this pitch.
Two men are on with 2 men out. Good swing on a tough pitch, and he'll stick around to see another one. The next 1-2 pitch. And he's got another one here. 12 punch-outs now in the ballgame, and that'll end the inning. A couple of walks, but no damage. More from the show. Saturday Baseball following this message and a word from our local stations. Here's Andrew McCutchen now. He's hoping to avoid the hat trick. He struck out in each of his first 2 plate appearances so far.
Andrew McCutchen.
Ryan Reed gets the call from the pen to take over on the mound and start the home 7th.
Ryan Reed.
First pitch on its way. And here's one that misses to the leadoff man in the inning. The number 6 hitter in the lineup. It's ball 1. The 1-0 on the ground to the right side, and there's a base hit, so a chance for some insurance here to start out the home half of the 7th.
Now batting, number 23.
Settling in now, number 23, 1 for 2 with a double on the ledger so far. Here's the first pitch to him, and he takes a pitch right down the middle.
Looked like he was going to wait him out, see if he was going to come over the heart of the plate. Well, newsflash, he is, and this hitter's going to adjust his batting gloves, and he better be ready in the box.
Running now is McCutchen. Offered at and missed. Here's the throw, and they will not get McCutchen here. He's in safely at second base. Ready on 0-2. Lifted out towards straightaway center field. Soler is right there, 1 down. stepping in, Logan Morrison. 0 for 2 for him to this point.
Morrison.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Pitch out. Nothing doing. But he gets back in time, safe at second base. And the indication from the dugout comes, it looks like they're going to put him on intentionally. So that'll set up the double play possibility with one away.
Well, they felt it was better to take the bat out of the hands of a guy like that. He's just too dangerous, and they decided they'll take their chances with the next guy in the lineup.
And now it's the Pirates pitcher, Jeff Locke. He's been great on the mound, so we'll see if he can do something with the bat here as well. He's earned a chance to take this at bat.
Yeah, Matt, when a guy's throwing the ball as well as he has, it kind of forces the manager's hand to stay with him. He's been exciting to watch, and he's really had this crowd behind him the entire game.
First pitch of the at-bat. And he'll smartly just ensure that this stays a foul ball. And the pitcher will indeed try and move his runners as he gets this one down. Only plays to first, so the pitcher does his job as it's a successful sacrifice. So the batting order turns over now and set to go Jose Reyes. He enters this at-bat 1 for 2 with a walk. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Liner toward right center. And he will deliver one of the biggest at-bats of the night. It's a base hit. And the second run will score. It's now a 4-0 game. And he is into second base with a 2-run double.
Now batting, the second baseman, Mike Moustakas.
Pickoff move to second, and he'll dive back in. Standing in now, Mike Moustakas. He'll swing and lift a ball foul off to the left and out of play. He's hitless in 3 at-bats to this point. Comes set and the 0-1. And he'll strike out here yet again, as it's been a ball game to forget thus far. 4 strikeouts. So it's 2 runs on 2 hits, no errors, and a runner left. We'll look ahead to inning number 8 now. It's the Pirates 4 and the Reds nothing. Leading off the inning, Devin Mesoraco, and they'll need him to get something going here.
It doesn't look very promising so far in this one as we move into the later innings. Down by a bundle, it's time to get.
Cody Allen has been summoned from the bullpen as he'll do so to start the 8th.
Number 37, Cody Allen.
First pitch coming. Here it is.
Nope. That's inside.
The windup and the 1-0 pitch. Sneaks a fastball by him at the letters. It's 1-1. Swing, high drive, left field and deep. But that'll stay in the park as it's off the wall. And he will coast into second with a leadoff double.
Sometimes when a reliever comes in the game, he wants to get that first strike so bad that he serves one up, and that's exactly what happens here. The first batter he faces just rockets one off the wall, and now he's got to worry about another base hit, potentially bringing home a run.
In now, Alex Blanding, as he will look at a first pitch fastball for ball one. He's grounded out and struck out in his 2 trips to the plate. The 1-0 home is a breaking ball that's taken for a ball. Too tight with that one. 3-0. And a fastball misses there. Ball 4. Joey Votto will get a chance to swing the bat here, and he'll do it in a good spot as he has runners at first and second and nobody out in the inning. And he lays off there, 1-0. According to the career numbers on the back of his baseball card, Votto is hitting just over the benchmark 300 plateau. Source of pride for him, I'm sure.
Yeah, Matty, I know in today's game, batting average isn't held in high regard, but for a career to be north of 300, you're doing it.
Hey, time to start making some quality pitches. He finds himself in a tough spot behind an account with guys on base.
Got himself a 2-0 fastball there, but he couldn't connect. 2-1.
You can't go after that pitch with less than 2 strikes on you. There's no way you're going to do any damage with a ball executed down and away in the zone.
Now the 2-1 pitch. Skied in the air to straightaway left. Morrison is there, and he has it for the out. Now back to the top of the lineup. Stepping in, Harman Rodriguez. From the stretch, here's the pitch. Fouled away. Runners are at first and second with 1 away. Hard hit ball to second. And that's through into right field for a base hit. And they'll hold that runner at third as everybody moves up a base, and they're loaded with 1 away. Cutting it close here, but he comes through in the 8th to extend his hitting streak.
Yeah, and he was staring at his last at bat right there, or probably his last at bat. Would have been tough to get him another AB in this one, but he's able to get it done.
Hey, better late than never, and I'm sure when he walked into that batter's box right there, he's thinking, this very well could be my last AB of this game, so if I'm going to keep this streak alive, going to have to do it right now.
So now to the plate, Greg Garcia. Now a ball lined to the left side. But this is a foul ball. Bases are loaded here, one man out. Breaking pitch, and this bounces in front of the catcher. The 1-1 home. And he fouls this one off. Looking for the strikeout. Here's the 1-2. And it's fouled away. Swing and a miss, and they'll dodge a major bullet that time. 2 away. Got him with a good high fastball there. Danny, we see a lot of that pitch in strikeout situations these days. What makes it so effective?
I think, Matt, what makes it such a tough pitch is you're changing eye levels. That fastball up looks so enticing to hit that you see that ball as a hitter, you think you can drive it, but it's really hard to get on top of that good high hard fastball.
At the plate now, Jose Abreu, as he'll look at a breaking ball that misses for ball 1. Bases are loaded here, 2 down. A 1-1 count to the Reds' first baseman.
I kind of like the aggressive attitude right here. I know he's in a jam. What does he do? He goes to his best stuff, and that's the fastball.
Looking to wiggle out of this. Here it is. Pulls this one in the air out to left. Morrison is there as he makes the catch, and they'll tightrope out of danger as he strands the bases loaded. 3 left for Cincinnati. They're on the short end of a 4-0 score. Trevor Bell is on to pitch out of the bullpen in the bottom half of the 8th.
Number 15, Trevor Bell.
Ready to go for the last half of the inning and set to stand in the ultra-dangerous Giancarlo Stanton. And he'll step off and try again. First delivery to him on the way. Taken, and that one catches the bottom part of the strike zone. Off the plate and in, hits a ball and a strike.
When you've got a guy that throws a good two-seam fastball, you have to be ready for him to try to run it inside and jam you. Good job to lay off that one, but I wouldn't be surprised if we see it again.
And the pitch misses low and away for ball 2. And they set up away with the fastball, but it misses. 3-1. Chris Davis waits on deck. The 3-1. Now a ball pulled hard but fouled off to the left. And this is taken here for ball 4. So the leadoff man's on base to kick off the home 8th.
Well, the reason power hitters generally draw more walks than other guys is exactly what we saw right there. Pitchers work around them and nibble the corners a lot more so they don't get burned. He made some good pitches, but he just couldn't get him to chase enough out of the zone.
Next will be the cleanup hitter, Chris Davis. First pitch on its way. Good changeup there to start him, but it drops a little low for ball 1. Count of 1-1 to the Pirates' first baseman.
Well, he's following the code not to miss down and into a lefty. Everything on the outer half of the plate.
The 1-1.
Those were two great executed pitches right there away from this batter. He can hurt you in a heartbeat. I don't think anything's going to leak out over the heart of the plate.
He's set, and the 2-1 pitch. Ball 3.
Got to find a way to get back in the zone. I know you're in danger of losing both to walks, but certainly don't miss over the heart of the plate and have this guy gap one, or even worse, hit a 2-run homer.
Set. Here's the 3-1. And he lays off there, ball 4. So back-to-back walks have him in business here with nobody out.
Well, it's obvious he wanted absolutely no part of the 3 or 4 hole hitters. But he's got to focus here because this guy in the 5 hole is just as dangerous.
In now, Carlos Santana. 0 for 2 on his line thus far. He's ready. Here's the first offering. This is hit down the right field line, but it's going to get out of play for strike 1. Looking at his career totals, Santana carries a batting line little over the 260 mark. Fastball just misses. That's ball 1.
I'll tell you, it's a helpless feeling for a manager or a pitching coach when your pitchers are having a really hard time throwing strikes. What are you supposed to do other than keep trying new guys until someone starts attacking the zone?
A good action on the 2-seamer there, and it's 1-2. Into the corner and slicing foul. One, 2 is an off-speed pitch. No dice. It's 2-2. Fouled off. Ready with another 2-2. Oh, and it's not often you see a guy like that flail so badly up there, but that was a great pitch for out number 1.
Now batting.
So the next hitter to dig in will be Andrew McCutchen. From the belt, kicks and deals. Line towards center field. Soler is there now, and he has it. 2 gone.
Now batting, number 23.
Now at the plate, number 23. He flew out in his last at-bat.
Almost, Matty. Almost went deep his last AB. Certainly just missed it. With this guy's big power, he's feeling pretty good at the dish. Look for him to try and get on something and drive it out of the yard this AB.
First pitch on its way. Hit down the third baseline. This is foul for the first strike. Now a fastball that's taken.
Even though this guy's a righty hitter, he's going to get pounded with that two-seamer. He needs to make sure he catches this thing out front if he sees that pitch again.
Now a ball swung on and heading for the stands in right, and that'll move the count to 1-2 now. Swinging a liner toward the gap in left center. And this is hauled in on the run as he takes quite a tumble but hangs on, and the inning is over. One more look at the circus catch in left field. Back with more on this fine Saturday night following this. Kicking off the top of the ninth, Jorge Soler, and they'll need him to get something going here. Drew Pomeranz comes on from the pen, hoping to finish this one off here in the top of the ninth. First pitch of the at-bat. Ninth inning underway now as the first pitch is taken for a cold strike.
Hey, there's an old saying in baseball, you need to take a strike in this spot. Well, he got one there. Now he just needs to find a way to get on.
Fooled with the curveball there, and it's strike two.
He knows full well he's sitting on a hat trick right here. All he's trying to do is avoid the golden sombrero.
And they'll try to bounce a curveball on 0-2, but he holds back. It's 1-2 now. Now here's the pitch. This is well struck, high and deep toward the left field corner. And that one is gone! So a solo shot down the line in left. Second home run early in the year. As they get on the board, it's 4-1 now.
What a great feeling right there as he circles the pillows. Finally able to get this offense potentially going with one swing of the bat. Being shut out all game, but not anymore.
Digging in once again, Todd Frazier. He's hitless in his two at-bats so far.
Todd Frazier.
Now time is called, and this might be to buy a little time for that reliever to get loose. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. And that one right down Main Street.
Hey, love the pitcher attacking the zone right here. He knows he's got a patient hitter at the plate. Might as well steal that first strike.
Popped him up. Davis is there for it. One away.
Now batting.
So with his day over now, you get a look at the final pitching line for the Pittsburgh starter. He was on point from the get-go this evening.
Hey, brilliant performance, Matty V. As a manager and a pitching coach, all you can ask for is your pitchers to be rock solid, and he was in this one, only allowing one hit.
To the plate now, Mitch Hannigan, as he will take a look at strike one on a fastball right down the pipe. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. Swing and a miss, and he's quickly in the hole. 0-2. Bases are empty, one man out. Hit softly on the ground to first. Scooped up, and he'll step on first for the out. 3 unassisted. At the plate, Devin Mesoraco. And he needs to make something happen. They're down to their final out here in the ninth. Here's the first pitch to him. Lower part of the zone, but it's taken for a strike. A little quick on that swing, and he finds himself behind 0-2. And now this crowd announced at around 33,000 come to their feet. It's a high fly ball headed for the left field corner. If it stays fair, it's gone. But this one will bend foul. Had plenty of distance, though, as it landed in the upper deck. Now a ball lined to the left side. The Reds down to their last strike. Inside, as he might be trying to set him up here 1-2.
When a pitcher's close to working through a quick inning, that's when you really need to grind out some at-bats. He's done a good job of that, and that's really big when you're hitting towards the bottom of the order.
This is line to left. But he will make the catch on the hard-hit ball out there, and that will conclude matters here as this ball game is over.
You can just see that the confidence is radiating off of them out there right now. That's 6 wins in a row, and this looks like a train that's not about to slow down anytime soon.
A 4-1 finish in this evening's game. The Buccos rode an important 6th inning to victory in this one. Jeff Locke takes the win on the mound, his 2nd of the year, striking out 12 in the process. Jared Costa takes the loss despite striking out 14 batters. So that just about does it for Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, Heidi Watney, and our entire crew. I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, make your way over to theshownation.com.
Here now is our final line score tonight. For the victorious Pirates, 4 runs on 6 hits, no errors. They left 6 men on base. For the Reds, 1 run, 4 hits, no errors. They left 6 men on base. Time of the ball game, 2 hours and 50 minutes. Thank you for joining us here tonight. And we remind you to please drive home safely.